So not only did the website Rotten Tomatoes take down like over 10,000 negative reviews about the movie Captain Marvel, but they replaced those comments with over thousands of bot comments saying the same thing. The copy and paste is ridiculous. I mean, look at this. There's a couple that I grabbed. I'll make things simple and clear. I'll make things simple and clear. Captain Marvel's worth the watch. I mean, can you extrapolate just the amount of times they've done this to the point where they had to resort to not only copy and pasting all these comments, but they've done it to a point where people have caught on to how many times they've done it. There's so many of these. Now, I read from a lot of sources that Rotten Tomatoes taking down a lot of those comments based off of sexism, that there were a lot of sexist reviews, but come on, after the movie's release, you can't really use that anymore. Maybe when the movie wasn't even out yet and you already had reviews about it. I mean, depending on the context of the reviews, obviously, if you found something that was obviously sexist, then sure. But if it's just negative critiques that are targeted and then they're just framed as sexist, you can't do that. This is ridiculous. And especially now when the movie's already out, I'm free to critique this movie however I want. The people who did the reviews and started bashing the movie before the movie's release don't necessarily have to be sexist as well, by the way. They could have not have been a fan of the trailers. They could have not liked the actress. It could have been just bias, not sexist. Granted, they shouldn't be reviewing at all on Rotten Tomatoes until they see the actual movie. The people who put reviews out on movies prior to the movie's release, they shouldn't be taken seriously at all anyway. Those reviews should hold no merit because a review is based off of your experience with the movie, or anything involving reviews. But apparently Larson gave a huge shit. The actress essentially stated she doesn't want any men seeing the movie, or men should not watch the movie. Now, I already have a problem with this girl's mentality because you could already see where she's coming from. Now, I don't understand what I've done or anybody else with a penis out there has done, but that was just utter foolishness on her behalf to say something like that. Why? Like, do you understand how many men watch Marvel movies? It's not, I mean, like, women watch it too, but like, God, we collect the figurines. You can't just fucking say something like that. I seen your movie on the screening, Miss Larson, and I didn't like it that much. But I don't hate you because you don't have a penis. I don't dislike you because your testosterone levels are lower than mine. So I don't understand. Why do conclusions have to be reached that fast and it has to be that conclusion? And even if there were people that were sexist to you, or sexist to you in the reviews you've been reading, then that doesn't mean everybody who sees your movie that's a guy is sexist when they hate your work. That just means that there are some sexist people out there. And of course they're biased. It's not like they don't exist. But saying guys don't watch this movie, you're targeting everybody in a general sense. And that's just not cool, and it's foolish. It's a foolish business move. She looks stupid saying stuff like that, and it's her career, man. Let her do what she wants. Rotten Tomatoes blames a bug for tens of thousands of audience reviews for Captain Marvel showing up within the opening hours of the latest Marvel film before the site deleted them. Within hours of Captain Marvel hitting theaters, roughly 58,000 audience reviews had flooded the critical aggregator site, plummeting the Marvel movie's audience score down to 33%. Captain Marvel's audience score now sits at the time this article was published at 53%, with over 35,000 user ratings, while the film's critical tomato meter score is certified fresh at 79%. 58,000 audience reviews hitting within hours of the film's release, as the Hollywood Reporter points out, is more than the total of audience score reviews for Avengers: Infinity War. Wow! For its entire theatrical run. According to Rotten Tomatoes, this inflated initial number was because thousands of those audience reviews were submitted by users before the movie even opened, a functionality the site recently retooled in order to prevent online trolls from negatively bombing the movie with fake negative reviews. Yeah, so now you just replace them with fake positive reviews. Rotten Tomatoes claims a glitch nevertheless counted thousands of pre-release user scores in that initial audience score of 33%. In a statement to THR, Rotten Tomatoes said, "We launched some changes to the movie pre-release functionality last week, which included not allowing users to leave a comment or review prior to the movie's release in the theaters. However, we still invite users to vote if they want to see a movie prior to its release, and that vote total is displayed on the site. We have identified a bug in the post-release functionality for the movies that have released into theaters since our product update last week. The quantity of users' ratings, which is displayed directly below the audience score and is intended to only include the quantity of users who have left a rating or written review after the movie's release, had included both pre-release and post-release fan voting." Rotten Tomatoes audience scores is certainly not the only metric for gauging what filmgoers think of a movie. There's also Cinema Score, which is based on audiences' exit polling conducted opening night. Captain Marvel received a A Cinema Score. I call bullshit. I call bullshit on all this article, the bug thing. If this bug was taking down comments, I find it funny that it was only the negative reviews, assuming all the reviews on the site were negative. And if you're saying that if the bug is preventing us from commenting, I find it funny how all the negative reviews are taken down, yet nothing but positive bot reviews popped up out of nowhere. Just all the same review. Who goes on Rotten Tomatoes and reviews and just copy and pastes another man's review and just puts it on there? Who does that? So, and one who does that like about 100 times. So if the bug is fake and Rotten Tomatoes lied, I'm kind of unsure on why they are doing this. I guess to avoid the negative backlash on how the sexism is perceived from their site, which is, I guess, not a bad move. I know Larson isn't helping when it comes to like telling men not to watch, but look, I saw the movie. It was okay. I don't know how I would feel if the movie wasn't free for me, though. My personal opinion, it was alright. It's like, how long has Marvel been around now? It's like the standard's up here for all of us, I'm pretty sure. And every Marvel movie follows a default like template, but only a rare few actually just change it up, you know? The only thing that's different about this movie is that it's the first female that's heading a Marvel movie. So, I mean, if you want to watch it for that reason, go right ahead, but I don't find that a plausible reason to like a movie. That's just how I feel. Anyways, like if you like, dislike if you have no thumbs. You know the deal. Find the subscribe button and beat it. Later. This is Irving Lance.